everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I am going to show you how to make egg white protein powder chips for you to enjoy with whatever side you like. I was going to make like a like a softened cream cheese like dipping sauce, but I'm going to be dairy free until Christmas, and then I'm going to be dairy free till at least March. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to soften up some butter once these are done and enjoy them that way, or I might just enjoy them plain. We'll see how they come out. But so you're going to need the following ingredients to make these. You're going to need some egg whites, some beef gelatin, cream of tartar, some sea salt, egg white protein powder, and some butter. And then you are going to need 2 cooking sheets and layer them with parchment paper. And then on the parchment paper, I went ahead and coated them with a light coat of butter to help from the mix from sticking too much onto these. Okay, so you're going to need 4 large egg whites. And I already have them pre-measured because I buy my egg whites in a carton. That way I'm not wasting my egg yolks. But you can use actual egg, like from the egg, and then keep the yolks for a different recipe. So we're going to add 4 large egg yolks to the bowl, to the mixing bowl. Oh, and before I forget, you need to preheat your oven to 325 degrees. Okay, the next thing you're going to need is you're going to need 4 teaspoons of your beef gelatin, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar, and a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. We're going to take this over to the mixer and we're going to mix this until the soft peaks start to form. So we don't want to overmix it and we don't want to undermix it. Okay, next you're going to need 2 tablespoons of egg white protein powder. We're going to put this into the mixer and mix it till it's well blended. Also, I did set out some butter. When the chips are like on the second step of making the chips after this process, you're going to need some slightly melted butter to put on the chip pieces along with some salt. So that's why I have some butter sitting out as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to take half this mixture and put it on one pan and the other half on the other. Okay, then you're going to want to spread this as thin as possible on the sheet. Not like thin, but thin. Okay, so it should be like a thin layer on the pan, but like not too thin. And we're going to stick these in the oven at 325 degrees for 6 to 8 minutes. And then when that is done, we're going to let them cool completely. So as soon as they are done and they cool completely, I will be back to show you guys the next step. Okay, so they are done. I did about 10 minutes and I let them cool completely. Let me show you what they look like and then we'll go to the next step. So this pan, I think, was too thin in some spots, hence why it browned a little quicker. But I went ahead and used this big blue spatula, and I put it up underneath the edges, and I kind of just scooted it around the edges to loosen this up off the parchment paper. It worked really well, actually. So your next step is going to be turning down your oven to 200 degrees. This next step takes an hour, so they are a little bit long to cook, but kind of easy to make, so that's nice. Unfortunately, if you do want these in the, now, you can't, so you have to wait a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish these, and while they are baking, I'm going to declutter my dining room area / clean it. So it gives me an excuse to do something while I'm waiting for these to be done. So let's go on to the next step. All right, so you're going to need a sharp knife or a pizza cutter. I'm going to try my pizza cutter first. It's kind of dull, but we're going to try it. And basically, you're going to cut these into triangle pieces, so like tortilla chips. I'm not very good at doing that, so I'm going to give it my best shot. Okay, so now that we got most of it cut into little triangles like tortilla chips, we're going to put them on the back on the parchment paper, spread out. Only cook these for 6 minutes. It's definitely easier, 6 to 8 minutes. Do not do 10. It's definitely easier when they are not crunchy. When they get crunchy, they are harder to cut. Okay, now that I got these all placed on the pan, the thinner pieces I didn't use were too thin, so don't put them too thin. This thickness is actually really good. The other, like, I think it was like the outer sides kind of got a little bit thin. I am going to eat those. They taste good. So we are just going to go ahead and, you know, put some butter on these with some salt. So you're gonna bake these for an hour at 200 degrees until they are crunchy like a chip. And when they are done, I'll be back to show you guys the final results. Okay, welcome back. The chips are done. So let me show you what they look like. And since I put butter on them, I did try one, they're really good. But, so we're gonna grab one of them. This is what they look like. They turned out really good looking, actually. Let's try them. That's good. That's super good. And if you make a softened cream cheese dip to dip these in, that'd be really good. You can make a sour cream dip. You can make the chicken buffalo dip if you'd like. If you eat hot sauce. I was actually thinking about making that, but since I'm going dairy free, I'm not going to make it. I'm just gonna eat them plain like this, because with the added butter on them, they taste like a saltine cracker, and they're super good. So I will save a couple for the hubby, and then I will probably eat the rest of these. And you can also use salsa if you want, if you're a ketovore or keto. You can use these for salsa. I bet you they'd be pretty good too. I personally will never try tomatoes again. They bugged me before I went carnivore, so I will definitely never be eating tomatoes again. But if you do, try these chips with salsa. They're really super good. And then, you know, let your imagination go and figure out new cool dips you can use. And you now have carnivore chips that you can use. So there you have it. Carnivore tortilla chips. And like always, don't forget that like button. Check out that join button. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon.